I think our services are applicable to everyone in Niagara. If you look at our vision, it's to work with everyone on the lifelong learning and on the job development, career development, and building a better way of life in Niagara. So when you look at the menu of programs that we offer, I think we touch a lot of people. Our organization's built on partnerships, and we firmly believe that developing partnerships allow us to develop creative strategies. We're a firm believer in a continuum of people development, and we believe that continuum starts with the early years, 0 to 6, and then it moves through your school years, then into employment, and then to re-employment, because there's a lot of different job opportunities. Opportunities change, careers change. The services offered at Career Planning Service, where they do assessments and counseling with individuals, attempt to have them make a very good match for their talents and go into a job that meets those. And that'll lead to long-term employment, which is very important.
Mainly we do career assessments that focus on personality, interests, aptitude, and those help define what areas typically people go into based on their strengths and their abilities and their personality.
I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to survive or what I was going to do, the fear of the unknown. And I felt that I knew enough about job hunting that I could look for jobs, but I didn't realize I really didn't know enough. It had changed a lot in that number of years, and that's why this was important.
I think the whole idea that job search is a skill in itself, that it used to be just something that somebody did with the natural abilities that they had. Now they're actually realizing that they're skills that they have to learn and put into place. One of the ones that I think is hardest for people is the networking. Feeling comfortable enough talking to people that they don't know for the first time, that's really difficult for them. So feeling more comfortable networking with people, and also the idea that it's important to maintain and develop a network. Some people just keep their small circles, and it's important to have a network because that's what kind of keeps you safe and supportive throughout life. I love meeting the people, hearing about their situations, and somehow making a difference in their lives, somehow giving them something that's going to help them progress forward.
It has improved the quality of my life tremendously. It placed me in a job that made me happy. And I wasn't in a job that made me happy before that, and I couldn't ask to be in a better position, both financially as well as being settled.
The Job Finders Club is a 3-week program where clients come in and they're constantly job searching the entire time. It's a structured program, so it's helpful to the client because they're forced to job search the whole time while they're with us. Our goal is to make them self-sufficient so that by the time they're finished, they're comfortable doing the job search on their own.
One major benefit of the Job Finders Club I found was coming into a situation where I was surrounded by a group of people who were in similar circumstances to me. I got a lot of support from the people around me. Sometimes we laughed and had a good time in spite of our bad situation looking for a job, and I found a lot of comfort in that.
We want to discourage people from just using one tool in their job search. For example, just doing an internet job search. So all you're doing is firing off electronic copies of resumes and cover letters, and you're never doing any follow-up, you're never networking, you're never meeting people or speaking to people face-to-face, and that's so important in the job search.
One of the best things I could say about my facilitator was that she helped me find a lot of value in myself and made sure that I never tried to settle for a job, that I went out, used all the skill sets that I had, and got a job that was appropriate for me that I could enjoy.
We don't want the client to feel once they're finished at 3 weeks, if they don't have a job, they have to be in a panic. They can come back. They can come back, use our services, talk to a facilitator, talk to one of our administrative support staff, there's always someone here to help them out.
It provided an excellent foundation to getting your foot into the door towards an interview or perhaps that person-to-person contact with a manager.
Our ultimate goal is to see people find employment. Our statistics have been very good here. Between 65 to 80% consistently of our clients are finding employment up to 3 months after they complete this program. So it's very satisfying when you see a client meet their job goals.
The wage subsidy assistance program, I think, is one that, frankly, more employers should be looking into.
I came to Canada in 2002 year, and it was a very unsettled time in Russia, lots of crime and economical crisis, and I did not want my son to be a soldier, so we decided for better life for ourselves and for our kids, so we decided to go to Canada because it's very friendly and safe country.
We received an application through the job bank, and I recognized the Business Education Council on the facts heading, and when I read it, I realized that Elena had been through the Job Finders Club, so that piqued my interest, and we had Elena in for an interview.
Yes, lots of skills that I learned during this session at the Job Finders Club helped me a lot because the questions I was asked during the video interview, they are almost the same that I was asked on my real job interview. So I was prepared for these questions and I was successful. I got a job.
What really appealed to us was that Elena had spent 3 full weeks from 9 to 5 with the teacher at the Job Finders Club, and obviously she got to spend more time with her than we had in 2 or 3 interviews, and that recommendation to us meant a lot. It's certainly valuable to us if we can get some assistance in bringing in people that have been unemployed and are going to require more intensive training than people that are coming from another similar position. So it's a leg up for the employee or the client, and it helps us make that decision to hire those people. So I would really highly recommend it to others that are interested in hiring.
It's changed a lot my life because I have a job that I like, and of course I have money to live. So, and I work with nice people, so I'm really lucky.
A lot of people in the community that work with us in the large partnerships say that we provide the glue to hold together the partnership. And I think that's very important, being that neutral organization that sits in the middle, and we're able to pull together partners who normally wouldn't work together. And that gives me a lot of satisfaction. I think the innovation of our staff gives me great satisfaction. They do a great job, they're very well trained, and it's really exciting to see that innovation come forward.